with yours truly. I'm the one and only. I go by the name of Mr. TALIAFERRO. Please make sure you head over to Instagram, pause this video, pick up your other phone, pick up your computer, whatever you got to do, and follow your boy on Instagram at Mr. TALIAFERRO. Look, companies are looking at my Instagram following. They're asking the question, yo, you big on YouTube, why you ain't got a big following on Instagram as well? We working on it. So make sure you follow your boy on Instagram. We don't ask for money. We don't got Patreon accounts around here. That Instagram following, please make sure you subscribe on YouTube and follow me on Instagram. That's how you help my business grow. That's how you help the best young up-and-coming music reporter out in the game right now. That's how you help your boy out. I really appreciate it. This is a story that I kind of told you guys it was coming. I predicted this yesterday. I told you there was a 90% chance Tekashi 6ix9ine be released from prison in the next 48 hours, and your boy was right. I don't want to brag, but I was right. I'm going to give you the entire breakdown of how Tekashi 6ix9ine around 4 p.m. today got released from prison. So here's the story. Tekashi 6ix9ine and his lawyer Lance Lazaro, they kept sending requests over to the judge over the entire non-trade game racketeering case. Paul Engelmeyer, the guy who gave Tekashi 6ix9ine 2 years of a sentence for his involvement in that racketeering case. As remember, 6ix9ine did agree to work with the feds. 6ix9ine and his lawyer Lazaro, they kept sending over request after request after request to Judge Paul Engelmeyer, asking, begging, yo, can we please come home early? Can we do the rest of our time on house arrest? We're scared in prison. I'm a threat. People know that I snitch. I'm a high profile rapper. Please let me do the rest of my time at home. Judge Paul Engelmeyer flatfoot kept telling Tekashi, look, I don't have the authorization to release you, grant you any type of release, but even if I did, my answer would be no, because you deserve to do some of the time for your involvement in this non-trade gang case. That's what kept happening as 6ix9ine and his attorney kept sending over requests. Here's what changed. Listen to this closely. The coronavirus is the reason why 6ix9ine is home today. New York is going through it with the coronavirus. Obviously, our country as a whole is going through it, but especially New York. Pretty much half of the United States cases of the coronavirus right now reside in New York. Deaths all over New York City right now. So with that, obviously, you want to keep that number. The hospitals are already packed for regular citizens, let alone inmates, where there is very, very few medical supplies and medical staff for inmates. So what New York's trying to do right now, it's already bad enough, but you cannot have that coronavirus spreading through prisons like wildfire. There's nowhere to put them inside of the prison cells and definitely outside of prison right now. So what are they doing? They're letting a lot of inmates go home who are closer towards the end of their sentences and depending on what they're locked up for. Well, 6ix9ine's pretty much only in prison right now for being a snitch, being a rat, agreeing to work with the feds, as most of his former non-trade gang members do upwards of 10 years in prison. Tekashi 6ix9ine again sent over a request to Judge Paul Engelmeyer. This time, Paul Engelmeyer said, yo, you know what? Because of the circumstances, if I could let you go home, maybe, just maybe, but I don't have the authorization to do that. You got to go talk to the government. So Tekashi 6ix9ine and his lawyer, Lance Lazaro, they go over and communicate with the government earlier this week. Yo, can we come home? Can we come home? They say, yo, it's really not on us. It's really on Judge Paul Engelmeyer to give you your freedom right now and let you do the rest of your time on house arrest. So Judge Paul Engelmeyer, probably sick of Tekashi coming to him back and forth, his attorney asking and pleading for some type of leniency. This time, earlier this week, Judge Paul Engelmeyer says, you know what, I'm tired of this. We got to send some inmates home. This dude's constantly in my face asking me, can he come home? Here's what I'm going to do. If the government doesn't make a decision on you coming home by 4 p.m. on April 1st, so this was yesterday, I'm going to make the decision, and I'm leaning towards letting you go because I do need to clear up some space in these prisons. On April 1st, yesterday, not only was the government not opposed to Tekashi 6ix9ine coming home early as he has asthma in the midst of the coronavirus outbreak, they were actually for him going home. And at 2:12 on yesterday, the government said, we are for Tekashi 6ix9ine coming home. We just don't have the authorization to do it. So then Judge Paul Engelmeyer says, fine, I'll do it. I don't want to do it on April 1st. He held that thing over, and at 4 p.m. New York time today, April 2nd, 2020, Judge Paul Ingermeyer finally made the decision. I'm going to let Tekashi 6ix9ine come home. He will do the remainder of his time probably around August, fallish, under supervised house arrest. But 6ix9ine, he is a free man, ladies and gentlemen. He is no longer in prison. Yes, breaking news, breaking news. Tekashi 6ix9ine is home from prison. This is the perfect time for 6ix9ine to come home. He obviously didn't want to come home when the streets were hot. Well, now he's coming home when the streets are at their driest due to the coronavirus. He'll have a few months to lay low, as most people in New York don't have a choice but to lay low. If they go out into the streets, they're likely to potentially catch the coronavirus. So he'll have a few months to lay low. And once he's finally off house arrest, this country will likely just be getting over the coronavirus. He'll then likely move out of the country, where he will try to continue and pursue his rap career. It is worth noting that the page on any social media restrictions on Tekashi 6ix9ine was unavailable for press to see. I was not able to get my hands on that specific page. My guess is they're trying to keep it under wraps. I don't know if Tekashi 6ix9ine can get on his phone, be on social media. My guess is there will be at least limitations until he's off house arrest. Who knows what those limitations are? Judge Ingermeyer was very aware of some of 6ix9ine's antics before he got locked up. So we'll keep you updated on what exactly he can do and can he become the troll that he once was on social media? Only time will tell. I look at this as one of the saddest stories we've ever had in hip-hop. Definitely the saddest story that I've had outside of a death in my 3.5, close to 4 years of covering hip-hop news via YouTube and Instagram. This dude was a good kid. He was looking for street backing. He had a little bit of a kid fan base. He knew that these kids wouldn't know if he was a real or fake street guy, but he knew it would look very real if he got some real street dudes around him. He goes and reaches out. He finds out there are some non-trade gang members that don't mind cleaning up some of their money, would actually love to clean up a lot of their illegal money. He gets the street backing by these non-trade gang members. They start committing crimes. They start getting money. They don't track their footsteps. They watch Tekashi 6ix9ine get on social media and troll because he's now got real street dudes tied to him. They start even participating in some of the trolling that 6ix9ine was doing. These dudes get greedy. They start getting envious of each other. They start to hate each other. And in the midst of that, the common person that everyone in the gang hated, as they hated each other as well, was 6ix9ine. The feds get aware of what the non-trade gang is doing. They start watching these dudes. They build a case against the non-trade gang. They plan on letting that case build and build and build for months. But then the feds are forced to move early because the non-trade gang had plans on killing Tekashi, super violating him that weekend. They pick up Tekashi and all the members associated with the non-trade gang that were close to Tekashi 6ix9ine. Those dudes end up mostly doing 10 years, except for the people who agreed to work with the feds. 6ix9ine is the main guy that agreed to work with the feds, and he tells it all, sings like a canary bird. And he is the one, because of the coronavirus, going home to his family early. He's going to be able to continue and pursue his rap career while other guys do at least a decade in prison. A sad but real quick news break with yours truly, Mr. Taliaferro. Breaking news: Tekashi 6ix9ine is home from prison. I'm out. I came from nothing, but I want everything God has for me. I interview celebrities. I talk sports. I still represent the culture.
I got the kids, they tuned in.
We locked in right now,
Mr. Taliaferro. Mr. Taliaferro.
Shout out to Mr. Taliaferro.
You're watching Mr. Taliaferro TV.
Mr. Taliaferro TV.